a lot of consulting. So now focusing on your family. How did that happen? And what would you say to others that might be thinking about doing the same thing?
Yeah, so it happened. My wife, when I met her, she was the children's minister for the church that we worked at and got married. I was in my 30s, she's in her 30s. Boom, boom, boom. We had Jacob, Caleb, Savannah back to back. And then being in the military, moving, and we got going. And what was very important to us is that she stayed at home while our kids were little. An opportunity came for her to be the women's director at a church that we go to, and she got hired. And that's her passion. She spent time in Africa as a missionary. So she's giving back and serving these women. So my schedule is flexible. I can do that. And I was so naive to what coaching and kids at doctor's appointments and picking them up and then being present after the bus and making lunches and these Friday folders. It was a hard struggle, Amy. I'm not going to lie. As someone as a military guy that they're lived by results, not excuses. I went through September, October, November, December, sometimes in tears of I can't do this. It was so hard to balance back and forth. And I have really just focused on being the stay-at-home dad kind of thing. And the big part is Savannah, my daughter, goes to preschool, and it's 3 5-hour days, vice every day, all day. So that's how I got into it was, go ahead, babe, I got you. I can do everything. And then pretty soon, like, hey, this is way too much. And going forward for anyone doing that, it's really being intentional and not being this prideful SOB that I can do this and I can do this and I can do this and I can do this, because I was choosing which no to say. No to my son or no to a client. That was a no-brainer, but I still struggled. I was failing at doing this, Amy, and I had never failed, or I would do something if I could fail, because that's a whole other topic. So I was just like, how can I do this? And finally, around January, February timeframe, I was going to be on this sabbatical and be this chillaxing kind of thing. I was going to say no to all this work and be this great dad. And I literally just couldn't even rest. So it's been a struggle to be where I'm at today. This summer will be a test, as all 3 kids will be out of school and my wife will be working 4 days a week. So I think it has to be really intentional and not being naive to what you think you can do, and just being real.